Colleagues, we can't account for Jimmy's resignation. He had his reasons, he put them out there. He unfortunately didn't allow us time to interact with them, put them on social media. However, the Prof is quite right by saying we respect that. It's not the first time, it's not the first CEO to resign. We had Ms. Mkobe at some point to resign. We didn't have all these things that are happening now. However, be that as it may, he has resigned and we wish him well. Hope to meet in the future, but that's about it. Colleagues ask what informs the thinking that there is a revolt. As you drive by in the M2, you'll see big posters that says there is a revolt in the SABC. I was here earlier listening to a writ infusion addressed by the Prof and some colleagues here. Provinces were allowed to join that writ infusion. In interacting with that writ diffusion, colleagues were asked questions if they want to bring a question to the fore, and all those things. So comments were made. Otherwise, all 9 provinces relatively say they support the work of the SABC. They accept that colleagues come in, they go as well. It's not the first time. And a mass and an exodus resignation, colleagues, doesn't mean that 5 or 6 people resign, then we call it a crisis. A crisis is when we're not able to pay our staff. A crisis is when boards come in and go in a short space of time. A crisis is when we're not able to pay our staff and all that. So the capacity to cover news will still be there. The machines of the SABC are there. They will roll cameras and so on. Jimmy didn't take away anything from the SABC. In any event, he was pensioned, Jimmy. So he was going to go in any case at some point in time. And the capacity is still here with the SABC. We train people every time and so on. But we're not going to allow anarchy in the SABC so that we start panicking that colleagues are going to say there's revolt, there's crisis. You go to checkers, there'll be 1 or 2 people who will descend, they'll be taken to DC. It's an internal matter of employer and employee. We don't call a press conference for that, but because we're a public broadcaster, we're supposed to be interacting with you in the nation. But I'm just saying, these disciplinary hearings are internal matters between employer and employee. It's not the first time, it's not going to be the last time. And where we don't see eye to eye, or you feel that you don't want to agree with the organization, because all organizations have got policies, we are not unique. You are free to do what others have done. You can either leave if you don't find each other. So I'm just saying there is no revolt. I mean, there was no doi-doi, especially as it relates to SABC employees. The writ diffusion answered some of the questions. I was here because I wanted to observe what then goes on. We've just appointed colleagues who will take us forward. We'll keep on updating each other on what's happening.
To the issue, my brother, are you saying my partner in happiness and crime is gone? Okay, good. No. Yeah, I have been working very well with Jimmy Mathews. Historically, I mean, even when I was in the Free State, when he was a senior person within the organization, and I'm the one actually for newsroom, and I'm happy that he has been doing very well within the organization and the team. But it's up to individual. If someone decides to resign, I mean, that is his own business. So the SABC will carry on. There are people within the organization who are doing the work. We have Mr. Simon Tebera, who is in charge for newsroom. He will always run a newsroom. He has experience and expertise. He has been here at the SABC, even when we were transforming SABC, when some of us were joining SABC. He has been in charge for the transformation of the SABC from 1995. So he has been here. He knows all the corners within the organization.